when you're fast asleep and all you see is rain as the sun hides behind clouds of gray, casting shadows over trees behind closed eyes. But there you are, gently dreaming of a journey that is yet to come. Now, let the story begin. As the sun was setting, I made my way with a rock and a torch, looking for the perfect place to build my home. Farming at night, this early into wipe, was difficult. So instead, I took a moment and gazed up at the stars, the countless stars that hold up the night sky, a blanket of comfort for a solo in a reckless world. But when the sun finally rises, a fresh new day emerges. I can't help but embrace a feeling of comfort and bliss, a chance to do something, a chance to make something out of nothing, a chance to live. If you're new to the channel, I hope you subscribe and say hello down in the comments. And so I continue my search. It's true, a solo steps feel unlimited, but to start again is simply a gift. And with the sun overhead, I was able to do a little bit of farming. Eventually, I came across this area, the edge of a small cliff at the end of a forest. To me, it was perfect, so I started building. While heading out to do more farming, I came across these two, and my hope was to attack the winner, knowing that his health would be low. There's always someone else.
Sir, help me. Thank you. Oh, okay. Do you want me to rock? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, a man of kindness.
After dodging his arrows, I decided to go out a little further, out into the desert, to farm the road, in hopes of finding anything that could help me. At this point, I had a decent amount of farm, and when I saw this guy, I was not willing to lose it.
GG.
GG, man.
I could pick up.
Watch out. There's a guy behind you. Like,
Look.
at this point, I desperately needed to expand. The way this base is set up, I can't put the TC in here. Although farming was difficult, I needed to handle that soon. But just as I was getting ready, I had an encounter. Hey, look, man. Oh, okay. We don't gotta be enemies, bro.
What?
You wanna be peaceful? We could be peaceful, man. We're neighbors.
Yeah, alright.
If you want to.
Alright.
If you want to.
Wait, what's your name?
My name's Orange.
Alright, yeah, we can be friendly.
Okay.
Sorry for shooting you.
Oh, it's all good, man. Hey, here. Take this. Just as a, peace offering, man.
Oh, you're orange. Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Yep.
No. You're good, man.
Alright,
Thank you.
no problem, man. Yeah, if you just... Oh, shoot.
Helicopters.
Good luck, man.
Hey, can I come in? Can I come in?
Come in.
Let me in. Let me in.
Let him out or he's reported. You should both get him reported right now.
Wait,
That's it.
Why?
I'm gonna just call you.
Open up.
It's getting recorded. Come out.
Man, hiding at least.
Whoa. Okay.
Did you happen to get my stuff, or did that guy get it?
Oh, nope, I didn't get anything, man. This is just... Did you die outside? I thought you died at...
And this dude got it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see your body right here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are we not allowed to...
Thank you for trying.
Yeah, are we not allowed to, like talk, or how does a solo server work? I don't even... this is my first time on it, so...
No, that guy was...
He was just being weird. Okay.
I mean, you can't join a team and be all in the same base, but you also, it's not a rule that you can't...
Have allies.
Be friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
See you, man.
Yep.
Finally, things cooled down, and I was able to do some farming. Collecting resources on a server like this is much harder than it seems, because every solo thinks the same. Stealth is everything. So when you actually have loot, stone, and wood, you put it to use, because you might not be able to get more for a while. Hey man, is this you? I don't know, you are. My bad. I'll leave you alone.
Yo, listen, you might want to watch out. Roaming around here, there's a kid over by Sewer Branch. His name is Daddy Dib. He'll be over here for sure.
Alright, good looking out, man. Thanks.
See you on a lot of wipes.
Yep. Hey, watch out, dude. Cutting trees. Someone's out there. And so, the grind for scrap begins. We could be allies, bro. I live a few bases away. My name is Orange, so yeah, we could be allies.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, man. Well,
I say,
what's your name?
I say truce, or else we're just gonna keep fighting each other and not get anywhere.
Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. What's your name? Just so I can look out for it. Give you back your stuff if I kill you on accident or whatever.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. All right, man.
Look.
Yep. See ya. Now that I was allies with my two closest neighbors, I was feeling much safer in my area, so I made it a priority to collect wood and nodes. But soon, I would need to elevate the wipe to its next level. On this particular night, I started getting ready to make a bigger move. The first thing I did was cook up all the meat I had, and I geared up to go underground. And using the cover of the night, I made my way to the closest entrance. Whenever I get to this point in a wipe, I know things have gone relatively well, especially in such a short amount of time. Let's continue the story. We were on our way down in hopes of collecting some loot without any trouble. After my short trip down below, I decided to head back up and secure what I collected so far. Other solos can relate to this, but a gut feeling goes a long way. And so I took some time to monitor my exit. The last thing I wanted was to lose what I had to a camper above. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I make chill content like this every week. I hope you subscribe and become a dreamer. Once you become a dreamer, you'll never go back. As soon as I dropped off what I collected, I geared back up and I headed back to the entrance underground. But along the way, I found this guy farming. So, he became my target. But once I saw what he had in his inventory, I realized he was just getting started.
Please just res me. Please just res me.
And to me, it didn't feel right doing this to a solo, just getting their feet wet. So, I rezzed him, and I gave him back his things. And then, I returned back to my previous mission, but this time, I decided to go a little further, to take more of a risk for a higher reward. Eventually, I had more than I could carry, so I headed back up to the surface. While it was dark out, I decided to work on the inside of my base, fill up my furnaces, and research items that I would need later. And lastly, I upgraded the area that I would soon turn into a suicide bunker. Things were moving along nicely, so when the sun began to rise, I headed out to farm some nodes. I couldn't ask for a more peaceful experience until this happened. I gave the new metal detector a short chance, but I quickly realized where I wasn't the safest area to do this. I would need long stretches of time with this metal detector to actually find anything good. So I headed back inside, an idea for another wipe. With my newly researched shotgun, I headed out to do some roaming. If my luck was up, I'd catch something good. Suddenly, I heard someone walking nearby. So I got into position. And then, just like that, my whole wipe had changed. I officially had a SAR. While my luck was up, I decided to hit the market and see if I could get anything else.
We got me. Why'd you have to be here, man?
And then I took off. With all the loot I had recently collected, I needed more storage, so I added more boxes and filled them. I decided to use the cover of the night to take as much loot as I could and make a very risky run to Outpost. But if I could get there and recycle, I'd be much closer to a tier 2. To my surprise, I made it. Before making the run back home, I wanted to wait for night to arrive. You don't get to choose exactly who to hang out with at Outpost. Some people are chiller than others, and others help pass the time.
Hey, Apple.
Where's Apple?
Hey, Apple.
I don't see Apple.
Hey, Apple.
What is she?
Knife. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. Look, it's Hey Apple right here.
Hey Apple.
Look, this is Hey Apple. Hey Apple.
That's his nickname? Hey Apple?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look, his
orange.
name's
What do you
Orange.
mean?
Hey Apple. He says Hey Apple.
Hey orange.
While I waited, I made some warm tea, and I took a good sip before I made the run. With my muscles tensed, I finally arrived at my base. I made sure the first thing I did was research the SAR and some 5.56. Every visit to the supermarket, I was able to take something home, but unfortunately, never a green card. But while roaming one day, I heard some scientists shooting down below, but I didn't hear any return firing, so this told me that I had a good chance to counter another player with arrows. Before he could return, I made a quick run home. The fog and the rain were plenty cover for me to feel safe. It was time to upgrade the base, so I headed out and collected some wood. With my tier 2 down, I quickly began to upgrade. Now that my base was honeycombed, my bunker was relatively hidden from the sides, so I began to move all the things that were important to me into the suicide bunker. And to make sure of that, I took a moment and organized my loot. I made the irreversible decision and sealed the bunker. I roamed with a crossbow, looking for farm, when suddenly I came across this guy.
GG's. Can I keep the pickaxe at least?
The battle was short, and I decided to bring him to his feet and give him another chance. But not all solos operate with honor, and as I left, he fired. I attempted a quick revenge, but couldn't leave my doors. If you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe. I post chill content like this every week. I kept Bob in my memory in case I came across him later. It was time to start taking things more seriously, so I passed over important items from my suicide bunker. Things that would help me progress much quicker. And on one particular night, while running gas station, I lucked out and got a green card. So I wasted no time and rushed it home.
What? Finally, dude. Finally.
This server was suspiciously active. Every time I left my base, I found myself in another fight. But the only difference is that these fights, they're fair. 1v1. No one is outnumbered. There seemed to always be someone at Sewer Branch. So this time, I tried to take them out, so that maybe, for once this wipe, I could do the monument. And that's when I saw this from the corner of my eye. I had only spoken to Checkmate while he was inside his base. This was the first time I came across him in person.
Hey, man. Checkmate? Yeah, dude, I think I know you.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are
How's
you?
it going?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, here, take this
Having
one.
a little bit of trouble staying alive. A lot of activity here.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot.
thanks. I really appreciate that.
No worries, man. Hey, good luck.
I spotted this player, and he was coming this way. So I took advantage of the moment, and I took him out. I didn't mean to kill his horse. When the innocent die in a battle they didn't choose, it hurts in a different way. Yet again, Sewer was taken. But on this rainy day, I didn't have to go home empty-handed. I knew that if I just waited patiently, the time would come and I would get my revenge. And that night, while I was cooking, I reflected on my progress. I never thought this server would bring so much PvP, and honestly, it wasn't what I was looking for. I'm used to living out my wipes in the chillest way possible. There's always room to adjust a wipe in the future, and not all wipes are built the same. But when it's moving in a direction naturally, sometimes you just have to let it go. With a fresh cup of tea, I took a sip and I farmed as much as I could. Solos on a server like this are just as stealthy as I am, which makes farming hard, but as you all know, I'm always up for the challenge. Nodes were becoming rare in my area, so I had to venture out, and that's when this happened. Fog made it hard to see out in the distance, but I could hear the shots and I could see the sparks. So I moved in slowly, and when the moment was right, I cleaned up. And on a new day, I took a sip of some wood tea, and I got to work. With some wood stored away, I began to build out the second floor. With my tier 2 down, I headed out at the break of dawn in hopes of finally doing sewer. But as the sun was rising, my eyes remained stuck at the beautiful sight. Throughout all the chaos, in one solo's wipe, you can always guarantee to find something beautiful, like this.
Sorry, but he kind of took everything. Is that you, Orange?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're Orange. Yeah, he took everything.
Good fight though, man. That was fun.
Good fight though. Good
fight,
man. Yeah.
All right, GG.
You live around here?
I live
live around here?
a little bit down that way where I'm looking right now. Not too far away, but are you around here?
Ah, well, welcome to my humble abode.
Is this you?
This is my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. I like it. It's simple. It's pretty.
I got to expand.
Yeah, man. For sure. Yeah, up on the that mountainside over here, there's a pretty decent amount of nodes, like right up that way. I don't got my compass on, so I can't tell you exactly.
Who lives there?
Where? Oh, this? I don't know, man.
That compound.
It went down a little bit ago. because he got some supply drops and.
Yeah, I remember this guy was on like last night. He expanded slightly, and then
Okay.
I got on today
All decked out.
like this.
Yeah, he put the walls up so he could get the supply drops.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart. Worked out for him.
Yeah, pretty smart.
All right, buddy.
We'll catch you around.
See you, man.
After this friendly conversation, I decided to gear up and make a quick run underground all the way to Outpost. But as I was making my way up to the surface of Outpost, I came across this player. And instead of pushing, I decided the wisest thing to do was to retreat and find another access point to the surface. And then it would be a short run to Outpost. So that's what I did. And now that I was at Outpost, I was able to recycle, buy anything I was missing, and research. With a few items researched, I decided to spawn back out base and build a shop so that I could bring the rest of the scrap home. Once I secured the scrap at base, my stress was relieved, and so I spawned back at Outpost, collected my kit, and took the risk of coming home.
I saw you shooting many people outside of the outpost.
Not me, dog. Not me.
I know you have loot.
Nah, me, dog. Well, here, let me give you this.
I saw you kill great many men.
Boom.
Oh my god, you're a hero. That's what I needed. Thank you. I love you.
Yep.
Right outside of Outpost, I found a train and I made a decision. This train was going to take me home. The journey home was long and felt endless as I passed through the desert and into the greenlands. I knew I was getting closer. In this world of chaos, I found a small train. A train that's guided by rails that keep it rigid and strong. Maybe this is all just a dream. Maybe none of this is real. But if I never wake from this dream, I'd be okay with that. Because somehow, in the chaos of this world, I found a special train that would take me home. I had just arrived home from Outpost, and I wanted to use the scrap that I had sent over through my shop to research a few things, just in case I got raided. And soon after, I collected some items I wanted to recycle, along with some stone that I would trade into wood, and I headed back out to the train that I had arrived in, and used it to head back to Outpost. It was time to step up my game and grow much faster. Experience, I've noticed there's always someone lurking in the shadows. Eventually, I made it to Outpost, and now I was safe. It was time to get some work done.
I got one, buddy. I ain't gonna lie, buddy. I don't care, bro.
What kind you pay for your holes?
And when I was done, I made my way back out to the train. I hopped on, and I quickly disappeared. As the sun was setting, while I was making my way back home, I reflected on this wipe, surrounded by a world of solos. I felt much more at ease than I usually did. There was something special about not feeling outnumbered that made the grind bear, and so I kept my head down and I continued to grind, because at the end of the day, I wanted to build the coziest base, a base that any other solo would love to live in, a base that any of these solos would want. I took advantage of the new day and I continued to upgrade my base with garage doors. But one thing caught me off guard. This ladder placement would randomly break the ladder. I believe it's a stability issue, but not one that I've seen before with this base design. If anybody knows what's going on with this, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks. I had wood and I had stone. It was time to build the furnace base. Now, I know most people have moved over to the electric furnace, and next wipe, I'll definitely be using it. But there's something about the wood-burning furnace that puts a sense of ease and comfort in my wipe. Every time I see the smoke funneling out from the top, a little bit of joy enters my heart. Just like that, my furnace base was done, and so the first thing I did was collect my ore and start smelting. I really enjoy having a furnace base that's attached to my main base. During the day, during the night, or any time in between, I always felt safe retrieving my metal and sulfur. For the first time this wipe, sewer branch, was not looted. So I took advantage of this, and I tried to get in and out as fast as I could. But on my way out, I heard some gunfire, but it seemed far away. But little did I know, a camper was waiting. I attempted to get revenge, but everyone that I took down was not who was camping me, so I never got back my loot, and Sewer Branch remained highly contested. After some time, I decided it wasn't worth wasting ammo on small little battles when I could be working on my base, so I grabbed a shotgun and a salvage pickaxe, and I made my way out to do some farming. And when night fell, I took a moment to empty out my furnace with everything around me fully dark. The fire in the furnace kept me company. And while out doing a little nighttime roam, I came across this guy farming. It didn't matter how much light I pointed in his direction. He had no idea I was there. And so I felt bad. Instead of killing him, I just walked away. And with the twilight hanging overhead, I found myself at harbor in hopes of a blue card. And with my new blue card, I crossed the grassy fields all the way to airfield. Luckily, there was no one around, and I was able to make my way down. Nervous of being camped again, I cautiously made my way out and was greeted by the sunshine and some fresh air. Not too far from my base, I found missile silo, and so, with a gun in hand, I attempted to do the puzzle. The first thing I did was lay a sleeping bag down nearby, just in case I needed to respawn. But from the corner of my eye, I noticed something by the exit. People had fought here, and people had died, so I collected as much as I could. And I set up some stashes near my sleeping bag, and I filled them with the most valuable items. Now that I didn't have too much to lose on me, I decided to go down below and see if I could still do a run. But down here, there was nobody, and there was no loot. Eventually, I made it to the end. And on the camera, everything seemed clear. But when I headed out, this happened. And while the camper was busy trying to get to my body, I took advantage of this moment and unburied my stashes. Took all the loot and made a run for it, all the way back home. After I made it home, I secured my loot, and then I began building the gate entrance to my compound. And after a long day of work, the sun began to set as I began to put up my walls. Finally, the compound was complete. The following day, I headed out to Missile Silo because in the grassy fields around it, I found a ton of nodes. With a horse by my side, I brought the farm home. filled up the furnace and kept it burning. One of the most important things for a solo is to always have a healthy stream of metal cooking at all times, because you never know when you'll really need it. With my newly collected farm, I passed some over into my suicide bunker so I could feed my TC. And on this server, the PvP never stopped, and I'm used to being completely outnumbered, unable to land a single shot. But here, on this server, I was able to dominate. At this point in the wipe, I was ready to power up my base, and the first thing I needed was to set up my wind turbine. But in the middle of setting it up, the weather took a turn for the worse, and while the thunder stretched across the sky, I continued to work. And with the wind turbine hanging high in the sky, I turned to see a beautiful sunset disappearing into the horizon. And as the rain was falling hard, I began to set up the electricity inside my base, deep in the core, where I was warm and I was dry. And then, the lights. This is what I was really hoping for, to light up my base, so that I no longer needed campfires. After wiping the sweat off my brow, I flipped a switch. At this point in the wipe, I was feeling pretty good. So when I came across this player who was just starting, I decided to give him what I had and to spawn back at base. It wasn't much, but he appreciated it.
Whoa, why, man? Are you just getting your start right now? Do you have a base yet? Oh, you do? Oh, cool. Alright, thanks, man. Are you sure you don't want it?
Rust can quickly become a cycle of scrap collection and research, and I know most of you are aware of that. But at this point, I had so many components that I wasn't going to use, and I would much rather recycle them and research more items. So that's what I did. I grabbed as much as I could, and I simply made a run for it. After recycling, I decided to catch the train back home. Throughout this wipe, my train rides have gone pretty smoothly, but this time, trouble was waiting. Luckily, the train doesn't get tired, but the horse does. And with my headlights on, I pierced through the night, far away from the horseman who was trying to take me out. I was being shot at from every direction, and one person was shooting a bow, but I couldn't quite pinpoint what direction it was coming from. Until I noticed the arrow, and that's when I saw him. I don't know how I got away with this. The shooter was firing from his roof, and I couldn't pinpoint exactly where he was. So instead, I just hopped my way into safety. As a solo, it's always important to keep your loot organized. So every few days or so, I take a moment to organize. And then, I decided to hit up Harbor once again. But this time, things were different.
What? How? How are you not dead? 3 bow hits?
I set up some lockers throughout the base, and I filled them with kits. roaming, and the PvP never ended. But on this particular run, very late into the wipe, I came across this guy farming a stone with a rock. It caught me off guard because we were nearing the end of wipe and he was just getting his start. I was looking for some action to end the wipe and he was just getting started. 2 solos in 2 totally different worlds. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to my YouTube members. This has been one of the most fun wipes I've had in a long time, and I'm so happy I could share it with you all. Next wipe will be a big change, so stay tuned. You've been watching an Orange Dream production.